picture of the course just to study my um, my movements, my super camera movements. or, or if you can tell Matt to send one just to see which one is one, you know. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Bye.
Well, just a couple of minutes away, $5,000 the fund in this 1 meter 42 star two-phase. It is the special variety, and again, if you're looking to qualify a horse for the Grand Prix, do be aware that you would need to complete both phases of this two-phase special. Around 41 starters we're going to see in this one. We're just a couple of minutes away. Alan Wade giving you that course of 11 numbered fences. 1 to 6 is the first phase, 7 through 11 the second phase, and times allowed of 45 and 39 seconds. So here we go. Very, very best of luck indeed. The clock turns 8. We are good to go with this two-phase special under FEI Article 274.2.5. 41 starters, very, very best of luck. We're going to start with a man from the Netherlands, based here in Lexington, though, at the Ashland Show Stables. Wim Janssen is the first. He'll set the pace with the numero uno side, Lucky Luke de Goedereed, 45. Wim Janssen. Just four faults, first part of the double combination in the second phase. 33.18 for Wim Janssen and Lucky Luke. For reference purposes, time allowed in the first phase is 45 seconds. 36.87 was Wim's time. And the time allowed in the second phase, well, that is 39. And again, Wim in 33.18. To a Canadian challenge of Christine Carlson, KVS Kiwi is an Irish sport horse for Valhalla Equestrian. For Canada, Christine Carlson. Jumping faults and time as well, 16 jumping. 12 from the clock in that second phase for a total of 28 for Christine Carlson. Savannah Hamby placed well yesterday in the 1 metre 30 divisions. Now she's riding this warm-blood Belgian-bred Juju VDM. For the USA, Savannah Hamby. Well, jumps the last, and it is 4 faults, 30.73 for Savannah Hamby and Juju VDM. It is the best we've seen at this very, very early stage, though. She is into the very early lead. Jessica Mendoza is going to be the next one. Jessica announced as one of the squad for the 5-Star Nations Cup at Aachen later on in the month. Casanova 499 today for Great Britain's Jessica Mendoza. First clear, and it is 34.29 first blood to Great Britain, and into the lead then for Jessica Mendoza and Casanova, but a long, long way to go. To Spain next, Francisco Gojuaga with the Diamant Rose, consistent in continental Europe towards the end of last year, 8th in the 2-Star Grand Prix last week. The Diamant Rose Z for Spain, Francisco Gojuaga. Into second, again a clear for Francisco Gojuaga, and the Diamond Rose in 34.37. Really good schooling round for him. Ramiro Quintana is next. He's been an Olympian, a World Games contender, a Pan American Games medalist. He joins us with Gotica di Can San Giorgio for Argentina, Ramiro Quintana. Well, the early lead changes, and now it's for Argentina with Gotica di Can San Giorgio and Ramiro Quintana. They're clear in 31.96, takes over the lead. Cormac Hanley, through his junior and young rider career, had numerous placings, medal winner at European Young Rider Championships. Now riding on a T&L Z for the US-based Irishman Cormac Hanley, Honour, Ireland. Final fence as well, we can make that 8 jumping faults in 28.928 faults for Cormac Hanley and Honour T&L Z. Catcher Manuel Adams has the ride on Active X. This is another combination that's been placed over the course of the Lugano Diamond Split Rod Jumping Tour. Active X for the USA's catcher Manuel Adams. Another on 8, catch Emmanuel Adams and Active X, 8 faults 34.13. Ramiro Quintana leads from Jessica Mendoza and Francisco Gazuaga. That's the top 3, Argentina, Great Britain, Spain. Trap O'Neill is next, and it's another rider for the USA. Trap with the epic debut. This a new international ride. It is making its debut in terms of international competition for Trap. Good run in Texas, though, in the 1m40s, 1m50s divisions. Eric debut for the USA's Trap O'Neill. It is into second for Trap O'Neill and epic debut, 32.55 into second place. Jessica Mendoza drops down to third, but Argentina's Ramiro Quintana retains the lead. Brighton Bay is next. Another US rider is Emma Seving. Now, last week it was a top 10 in this equivalent opening two-phase competition. She then went on to fifth place in the C. Jarvis Welcome as well with this horse. It is the Dutch-bred Brighton Bay for the USA's Emma Seving. Yes, good for Emma. Top 10 last week, into second place this week as well with Brighton Bay in 32.25. Dominic Gibbs is a former Maclay Finals winner. Back in 2020, international wins last year in Michigan as well. There's the Swedish warm blood that's now 10 years of age. It is amazing for the USA's Dominic Gibbs. Just four faults for Dominic Gibbs, and amazing in 34.86, slipping into 8th place. We bring back the top 8 for the presentation. To another rider from Canada and riding for Foxridge Farm Stables. This is the Westphalian Cuba Libre. Sean Jobin it is who has the ride. Good placings in Thunderbird in early June. He was top 6 in the Grand Prix at the Split Rod Jumping Tour Sarasota edition in January. Sean Jobin, Cuba Libre, Canada. It is clear. 32.16 is good enough to move into second place for Canada's Sean Jobin and Cuba Libre. Emma Marlowe is the next one. Trelawney Farm in Marcus. Emma, who's been part of teams at 5-star level, picking up 5-star placings, including at Thunderbird in early June. Trelawney Farms at Marcus for the USA's Emma Marlowe. 30.31 in the clear, and the good news for Emma Marlowe, it is the best we've seen so far. It means that Marcus moves into the lead, ridden there by Emma Marlowe in 30.31. Takes a full second and a half off Ramiro Quintana. He drops down to second. Sean Jobin's now in third. Sixth place in the speed competition last week for the next, Nicolette Hurt with Iron Horse Equestrian's Oak Grove's Desperado for the USA. Eight falls 38.63.8 for Nicolette Hurt and Oak Grove's Desperado. Faults in both of the phases there. Championship rider for Ireland, second in the two-star Welcome last week, second also in the two-star Speed. With this horse, Delight to MGC Duluth for Ireland, Derek Herrins. It is clear and into the lead for Ireland now. Delight MGC Duluth for Derek Herrins is clear in 28.68, almost 2 seconds quicker than Emma Marlowe. Canada once again, Nora Gray it is, who competed last year at the Split Rock Jumper Tour Hunter Jumper Classic. Now riding more than extra for Canada, Nora Gray. 36.94, and it is clear for Nora Gray and More Than Extra. That's into a top 10 and in fact into 9th place. Nora internationally representing Canada, as is the next as well. It is Canadian Lexi Ray now with Lukaku van der Bishop. She finished her international competitions in Wellington with the top 5 in the under 25 Grand Prix, top 10 there in the 2-star Grand Prix as well. 7.53, Lukaku van der Bishop. For Canada, Lexi Ray. Thank you, Lexi choosing to retire within the round with Lukaku van der Bishop. Sweden now, Matthias Ekeroth with Heidi M, the Belgian warmblood for the US-based Swede, Matthias Ekeroth. .41 into 6 for Matthias Ekeroth and Heidi M. 6th place then at this stage. Derek Herrin still leading in 28.68. Argentina's Ramiro Quintana is currently in 3rd place with Gotica Di Can San Giorgio. He joins us with another, this one owned by Play the Game. For Argentina, Ramiro Quintana, Oasis Spirit. It's another clear for Ramiro Quintana. This time a little steadier, 35.94, but into 10th place for Oasis Spirit. He does sit though in third with Gotica di Can San Giorgio. Dara Kerins holds the lead with Delight to MGC Deleuze in 28.68. It's ahead of the USA's Emma Marlowe and Marcus Romero, as I mentioned, in third with Gotica. Then it's Sean Jobin, Emma Seving and Matthias Eckroth who make up the top 6. We'll bring back 8 for presentation. Currently 7th is Trap O'Neill and currently 8th is Jessica Mendoza. Onto a rider who completed her international campaign for 2021 with a top 6 in the Grand Prix at La Silla. Joining us now with Cara's quality lady, Annie Athey for the USA. Through the finish clear for Annie Athey and Cara's quality lady in 35.96 and into 11th place. Victoria Ketchum's a regular at Split Rock. She was placed in Sarasota. She was top 6 in the 2-star Grand Prix on last Sunday. Riding Maestro van der Wolcott for the USA, Victoria Ketchum. Well, the circle means 8 jumping faults as well as the 3-time faults. 11 scored for Victoria Ketchum and Maestro van der Wolcott. Vox Day is next for the USA's at Denley and Mirren. couple of podium placings at the North American Youth Championships last year. For this combination, 10-12 for the USA, Denelli Mirren, Vox Dei. 8 falls 32.53 is the time on the display for Denelli Mirren and Vox Dei. Another for the USA is Chandler Meadows. Podium placings last year at the Split Rock Jumper Tour Hunter Jumper Classic. Going on to 5-star competition through the course of 2021. Today riding Zambia 3 for the USA, Chandler Meadows. Clear round all the way, 33.77, and into the mix into 8th place for Chandler Meadows and Zambia 3. Jessica Mendoza now drops to 9th, Francisco Gojawaga into 10th place. Last week, Saya Happy had a couple of top 10 placings in the 2-star events here at the Split Rock Jumping Tour. Zhao Dirancourt Z, she rides Denners now for the USA's Saya Happy. 12 faults, 12 total for Saya Happy and Zhao Dirancourt Z in 35.53. Molly Ashcawley joins us off a victory in Upperville just last week. This for Louisburg Farm is Conrad Molly Ashcawley. Just for today, 31.53, 4 faults for Molly Ashcawley and Conrad 119 for their 31.53. Time was pretty good, in fact. And now in this equivalent competition last week, Audrey Schultz took victory. In fact, we're going to go to Leila Kurbanov, in fact, for the USA. Leila, who was the winner of the 2-star speed last week at the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour Hunter Jumper Classic. This is the Swiss warm-blood Ranger for the USA's Leila Kurbanov. New leader 27.11, very quick as she was in the speed competition to take victory last week as well. 27.11, and Leila Kurbanov now leads with Ronja. Now this equivalent competition last week though was won by Audrey Schultz. Quite a lot to do to overtake 27.11. Riding Mr. Cash for the USA, Audrey Schultz. Well, she took the victory last week. She moves into the lead this week as well. Audrey Schultz and Mr. Cash really quick. Beat that, everyone. 26.05 and is the new leader in the opening two-star two-phase competition. Leila Kurbanov's lead was short-lived. She's down to second. Dara Kerins pushes down to third. Tanamara Macari last week was second in this competition and now joins us with Starfly from Mexico, Tanamara Macari. Just the single rail for just the four faults, 34.95 for Tanamara Macari and Starfly. No change at the top. Audrey Schultz leading by some distance as well, 26.05. Really quick. Diego de Bode is Francais by Von Chaco, and it's Brady Hayes who rides. Post to clear in 34.33 for Brady Hayes and Diego de Bode. 34.33 just puts them in to 12th place. Last Sunday, the next man took victory in the two-star Grand Prix. Brilliant, stunning victory it was as well. He rides Cassiadam for the USA, TJ O'Mara. Another clear, plenty of clears we've seen across both phases. That's one for TJ O'Mara and Cassiadam in 34.72. Not quick enough for the ribbon placings. Ringwood Zebo is the next one though. It's the Irish Sport Horse by Califax, and Samantha Rice last week was placed in the ribbon placings here at Split Rock. Ringwood Zebo for Canada, Samantha Rice. $33.87 and a clear for Samantha Rice. Ringwood Zebo slipping into 11th place. Now the man currently in third though is Derek Herrins. He's in third with Delight MGC Duluth. He joins us with another ride, and this horse owned by Eve Jobs is High Point VDL for Ireland. Derek Herrins. Well, the time was good enough for second place. The rail down there drops Derek Herrings and High Point VDL down the leaderboard. From one for Ireland to another, and Lorcan Gallagher now. Lost Lake Farm owned Copycat for Ireland, Lorcan Gallagher. Eight fault steadier time, 38.62, 8 for Lorcan Gallagher and Copycat. A third ride for Ramiro Quintano, the man who's currently in fifth place with Gotico Dican San Giorgio. Now riding Nestor van der Zutacker, the Belgian warmblood, for Argentina, Ramiro Quintana. .87, 3 from 3 in terms of clears. Ramiro Quintana and Nestor van der Zielhoeker is clear, 34.87. Moving towards the tail end of this, just 8 remaining now to conclude. And it's going to be one for Emma Marlowe, another for Emma, and another for Trelawney Farm for the USA. Emma Marlowe rides Style Hall. In fact, Taylor St. Jacques it is with Jack Killy who rides. Well, truly hope all is okay there. It is elimination, I'm afraid, but Taylor's on her feet, and as is the horse. That's certainly good to see. So Taylor leaves us again. Hope all is okay for Taylor, and of course Jacquili as well. Down to the final six. The man who led away was Wim Janssen, and he joins us now with another ride. This time it is the Dutch warm-blood 14-year-old Durango VDL for the Netherlands, Wim Janssen. Well, again, very, very bad luck indeed. Not how we wanted that round to finish. It is elimination for Wim Janssen and Durango VDL. So it means we are down to the final 5 second rides for a couple of riders, in fact, and the first of those is Victoria Ketchum. Another ride for Victoria is the Copline Farm entry, Ecstasy, for the USA, Victoria Ketchum. Thank you. Choosing to retire Victoria Ketchum and Ecstasy. Now again, for qualification purposes, in terms of the horse for the Grand Prix, it must complete both phases of the two-phase special. Most So Defer is a Belgian warm blood. It's a second ride for Nora Gray. Joining us now for the ride from Canada, Nora Gray. Clear round 35.08 for Nora Gray and So Defer, and that out of the top 12. Clear though nonetheless for Nora Gray. 3 remain. Another for Canada is Sean Jobin, and Sean currently in 6th place. At the moment we'll be requiring him for the presentation. The Dutch warm blood is Darius. Sean Jobin. And in fact, Taylor Harris coming up through the order. Thank you for that, Taylor Harris, with Harris questions. Keatingstown, Gotha. Four faults, 4 scored, 35.65 for Taylor Harris and Keatingstown Gotha. Chandler Meadows is top 10 with Zamia the third, and she joins us with another ride. Her second ride is Konak by Nabab Derev, this one for the USA, Chandler Meadows. 34.76 and another clear for Chandler Meadows and Kernack. She has a couple of clears. So to the last, and the man who sits in sixth place with the Cuba Libre is Sean Jobin, joining us with his second ride as well. For Canada, Sean Jobin, Darius. Thank you, Sean. Sean retiring within the round there with his second ride, Darius. So congratulations, second win. Well, last week's winner taking the win today as well, Audrey Schultz and Mr. Cash. Clear in 26.05. As ahead of Leila Kurbanov and Ronja, they were clear in 27.11, and then third place to Ireland, Dara Kerins and Delight to MGC Duluth in 28.68. Also required for the presentation, Emma Marlowe in fourth, riding Marcus Ramiro Quintana, Gotica Dican San Giorgio in fifth. Sean Jobin and Cuba Libre, they finish in sixth, with Emma Seving in seventh, riding Brighton Bay, and Matthias Ekeroth for Sweden, and Heidi M in eighth place. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the award winners. The top 8 for the presentation for the opening CSI 2-star, the 2-star 2-phase. It is founder and president of the Split Rock Jumping Tour, Derek Braun, congratulating 8th place Matthias Eckroth and Heidi M. 7th for Emma Seving and Brighton Bay. Within 6th, Sean Jobin and Cuba Libre. 5th goes to Ramiro Quintana, Gotica di Can San Giorgio, with Emma Marlowe and Marcus in 4th place. The podium placings, Dara Kerins is 3rd, riding MGC Deleuze. Leila Kurbanov, speed winner last week, 2nd in the 2-phase this week, with Ronja in 2nd. But the winner, last week's winner also, Audrey Schultz and Mr. Cash. We send those top 3 to the podium. Dara Kerins in 3rd, Delight MGC Deleuze. Leila Kurbanov is the runner-up with Ronja, but the winner is Audrey Schultz and Mr. Cash. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please ask you to stand and remove cover for the national anthem of the winning rider, the national anthem of the United States of America. Well, thank you all. Thank you very, very much indeed. Many congratulations. It is a 2nd victory there for Audrey Schultz. She took victory in the 2-phase last week, also this week with Mr. Cash. Leila Kurbanov settling there for 2nd with Ronja, and Dara Kerins making up those podium placings with Delight MGC Deleuze. It is also 4th for Emma Marlowe, 5th Ramiro Quintana, Sean Jobin in 6th, with Emma Seving 7th and Matthias Eckroth holding on to 8th place. Now, in terms of the Helm Limited Fist Pump Award, the current leaders are joint leaders, Gabrielle Duval Hero and Sydney Shulman Desiderio. Their joint fist pump joined the Victory Gallop on Tuesday. Let's set, let's make ready, and let's prepare for the Victory Gallop. Congratulations, she leads the way for the 2nd time. It's Audrey Schultz, Mr. Cash. Great fist bumps. Another duo there of fist bumps from 1st and 2nd place. Audrey Schultz, Leila Kurbanov as well. Congratulations, Dara Kerins in 3rd, and all of those in the ribbon placings. Is that enough to take the $500 check at this stage? Yeah, Derek Braun adjudicates that and does decide joint lead. They're going to Audrey Schultz and Layla Kurbanov for their fist bumps during the victory gallop. Very well done indeed. Helm Limited providing the $500 for the second week of the Hunter Jumper Tournament here at the Lugano Diamonds Split Rock Jumping Tour. 11 a.m. is the scheduled start time for the next, as we'll turn our attention next to the $10,000 1 meter 43 star two-phase competition.